hear me well? And we have Michelle, our business development commercial team, and Michelle has a few questions for Tracey and Joy.
Tracey,
Hello.
thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Could you give us a brief introduction of who you are and what you do, please?
Yeah, sure. I'm Tracey Bork. I'm the People Director for Lothian, or Lothian Buses as it's better known. I manage the HR function there, including the training school.
Amazing. What training have you had delivered from the college?
So over the past few years, we've had predominantly leadership and management training for supervisory and middle management staff, and we've also had senior managers involved in the CMI courses as well.
So is that ILM that you've had as well?
Yes, more recently ILM, yep.
Okay. And so how many years have you worked with the college and the funding?
I think it's either 3 or 4 years so far.
So
I think it's 4. Yeah.
Yeah, you're an old hand at it now.
Yeah.
Understand the process. In what way did COVID affect your learning and development programme?
So we had just started to get used to working with the college when COVID hit. So our business was really badly affected. I mean, the messaging almost immediately was don't travel by public transport. So yeah, it did have a massive impact on the leadership and management training that we were doing at the time. Thankfully, we were sort of able to respond to it fairly quickly and move away from classroom-based training.
And so the online training was working for
yes,
everybody?
Yeah.
Amazing. Yes, I was going to say, how did the Workforce Development Fund help address these issues? Did you able to pick up any extra training to help the team cope with the pandemic?
It wasn't so much extra training to help them cope with it, but the college were able to respond and take all the learning online initially. And then when some of the ILM students had said that they were struggling not having that interaction, the college started to do training on site for us as well. So as long as we were using larger rooms and making sure that we were socially distanced, etc., they were able to do that. And the feedback we had from those who were attending was that they much preferred that. So yeah, they were fairly adaptable.
So yeah, so a hybrid method worked
well
for
absolutely.
everybody, and they managed to get the content they needed. Oh, sorry.
Hello. How easy was it to align your training needs of the organisation with what we had at the college?
Really easy, because the way that we worked it was we knew that we had leadership and management needs, but I worked with Carol to go through all the different modules, and we were basically able to pick and choose what would work for our organisation. So that was great. It was so flexible. We the things that maybe other organisations would want, we perhaps had different needs. So it was like a bit of a pick and mix. It was great.
Yeah, and so were you able to bolt on any extra courses that perhaps weren't involved in the ILM course, for example? So you could change the units that you did.
Yeah, so something that worked really well for us is quite a few of the managers had asked us about the opportunity to do managing difficult conversations or sensitive conversations. So the way we worked that was we had a half-day session bolted on. And in fact, it was so popular that we had more managers attend who weren't actually on the ILM, so we kind of had this bolt-on that we allowed others to attend as well, and the feedback on that has been great. So I think we're probably going to look to do that again. So.
Yes, and the funding gave you that flexibility.
Absolutely.
You had that money there so you could transfer it from one training course to another to make sure everybody got the benefits from it. Amazing. And then your discussions with Carol, how did that go for your customization? Were you able to sort of say that you wanted more of this and less of that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It really was completely down to us in terms of there was a huge number of modules that we could pick from, and Carol just had to stop me from getting over enthusiastic and picking lots and lots of different things. But no, it was great. There wasn't anything that we wanted that wasn't there.
Fantastic. Thank you much. Has anybody got any questions from the audience? No. Any questions online, Rula?
Thank you. Yeah, we have a couple of questions online. One would be if the courses in general are open to any employee of any age and background, or are there any restrictions on those that can apply? For example, employees under a certain salary or a certain age?
So the way that we did the ILM courses, we put an advert out right across the workforce to ask for people who would be interested in it. We did specify that this was predominantly for supervisors and managers because those individuals hadn't received the training as yet. But we also had a lot of interest from people who were hoping to be promoted into these posts, and actually it was because of the level of interest that we had that we ran, we said we would run the courses again to ensure that everybody got the chance to attend. So yeah, there were no restrictions.
Great, because there's another relevant question on that. So for example, if we have two cohorts, one with more skilled people than the other, which are semi-skilled, and they both require upskilling to fit a specific profile, would the college be able to assist in moving this forward? So would you say that your experience with different people on different levels, the college helped on that, and how did we address that?
Yeah, they really did help with that actually, because we did two different courses, the ILM Level 3 award and the ILM Level 5 certificate. So, but even so, if we had all the supervisors in one class, but anyone was struggling, then Jenny and Carol were brilliant at offering extra help, and there was a lot of assistance given out with the class as well to help people get through assignments and work. And in fact, that's actually been a feature from day one, is that extra assistance. It was the same with the CMI course as well.
Great, I don't have any more.
Qualification. Does anyone have any questions about ILM qualifications itself? Institute of Leadership and Management. We've got Carol, head of school.
I was just going to ask about morale and how the courses helped the team sort of progress their careers.
Yeah, I think we had some early success after the first course that we ran, which was the CMI Level 7. 3 of the people who attended that were all promoted into senior positions. So that really helped because people could see that this was a pathway. And the fact that we've been able to do this every year for the past 3 or 4 years has really allowed managers to see that there is progress being made around about their development.
So and they're happy to keep signing up. They're keen to get more.
We can see that from the huge number of people who applied last year. We had double the number of applicants that we expected. Yeah.
So that's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time this morning.
That's all right.
It's been fantastic. Thank you, Tracey.